talk about MBA in International Business. But before that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. So here I'm going to talk about the need of this course beginning with a brief introduction, then scope, then the eligibility criteria, then admission, then the common accepted exams, the job profiles, recruiters, the salary, and so on. Now beginning with the introduction about the course. Now, as in this age, everyone is trying to do the optimal utilization of the resources available and for the developing techniques that can help in easing the workload of an organization. Now, many enterprises and industry are hiring the graduates of global business to expand their business and marketing with sound and working knowledge. Now, MBA in International Business is a postgraduate course which empowers the student with adequate knowledge and education for the much needed basic awareness and education for the required basic knowledge of the international business. Now, what is the need of this course? Global companies that aim to expand and establish their businesses in foreign lands need aspirants that are trained to deal with the international scenario and also equipped with the knowledge of concepts and theories and acquire acumen to complete internationally. Now, the procedure and the documentation required for export and import is also taught in these programs, and so the aspirants who have graduated in MBA in International Business are favored by the MNCs, the multinational companies. Now coming to the scope. The world is changing at a fast pace of time. It is very hard to keep a look or to wait for the other one to bounce on. So with these are accordingly with new startups and the innovation that need or demand of the MBA degree holders to manage the increasing requirements for managing and making proper functioning structure. Now thus there is an ample space and vacuum available for the MBA aspirants to take a step forward and expand in the world of MBA in International Business that is very much important and very much the need of the hour right now. So MBA is a comprehensive course for managing your enterprise. You can also obtain endless jobs in this field, like there's no limitation actually. Moving on to the eligibility. Firstly, one should pass a bachelor's degree in any stream or discipline, that doesn't really matter. Second is, if the aspirant has to go through the entrance exam, then they have to score the required percentage that is desired by the college or the cutoff that is required. And third is, after which they are screened through the written aptitude test or the personal interview and group discussion. However, no prescribed rules is there as such, it differs from one another. Now moving to the duration and the fees. Firstly, the duration is 2 years. It is a full-time MBA course, whereas some colleges provide flexible time frames for the working professionals who are pursuing this course actually, and it should be completed in maximum 4 years. The average fee structure is around 10 lakhs. Now discussing about the admission process. MBA in International Business is a specialized course offered under the master programs wherein the major details of MBA entrance and MBA International Business entrances are largely same, and further it may depend upon the standards and the guidelines of the universities. Some of the details are as thereafter clearing the entrance exam, the students are called for the second round, which includes group discussion or personal interview or can be a written aptitude test. Now the aspirants can do MBA in International Business through a distance learning education program also, Some universities like IGNOU offers a distance MBA program for which it conducts the open MAT as the entrance test. Now, the common accepted exams in India. Firstly, CAT, that is the Common Entrance Exam conducted by IIM. It is an online computer-based exam, and the month it is conducted is within November to December, once in a year, and the fee is 2,000 for the general category and 1,000 for the reserved category. Next is ZAT, that is Xavier's Aptitude Test. It is conducted by Xavier's, and it is also an online or computer-based exam conducted in January, and it is also once in a year, and the fees is 1,700. Next is IIFT, that is Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, conducted by IIFT. It is also an online computer-based exam conducted in December, once in a year, and the fees is rupees 2,000 for the general category and 1,000 for the reserved category. Fourth is CMAT, that is Common Management Aptitude Test, conducted by National Testing Agency, that is NTA. It is also an online computer-based exam conducted in January, once in a year, and the fees is 1,600 for the general category and 800 for the reserved categories. My last example is MAT, that is Management Aptitude Test, conducted by AIMA. Now it can be conducted in both the versions, like it has an online version and also a paper-based too. You can either sit for any of those, or you can sit for both also. It is conducted 4 times in a year: February, May, September and December. Now the fees is for one exam it is 1,650. For 2 exams it is 2,750. Next is the syllabus of the exam. Now the paper consists of 3 segments. The first segment is understanding the aspirant's command over communication and English for business communication. Second is to analyze the various modes and thinking capabilities of the candidates through data interpretation and reasoning. Third is understanding the aspirants hold for basic mathematical requirements through quantitative ability. Now the syllabus of the course. The general topics covered are financing of the international trade, international human resource management, international supply chain management, financial derivative and risk management, international advertising, foreign communication skills and so on. Now I'm going to tell you some popular colleges for this course. Firstly, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, IIFT, Delhi. The affiliation is, it is an autonomous one, and the accepted exam is GMAT, IIFT Entrance Test Score. Second is Department of Commerce, Delhi. The affiliation is University of Delhi, and exam accepted is CAT or ZAT. Third is Amity International Business School, that is in Noida. The affiliation is Amity University, and the exam accepted is CAT and direct admission. Fourth is UPES, Dehradun. The affiliation is UPES University, and the exam accepted is UPES MAT. It has its own. Next is Doon Business School, that is Dehradun, and the affiliation is HNB Garhwal Central University. The exam accepted is CAT or ZAT. Now talking about the salary packages that is offered. I hope you guys are very interested on this topic. Basically, so the students doing the post-graduation in this degree get an added advantage of getting more career opportunities at abroad and also mainly at the MNCs. Now, postgraduate in international business from a reputed organization can expect a primary salary as up to 12 lakhs per annum. Depending on the post, his individual skills and the salary package of the institution vary complex, like its name, its reputation, its relationship with the company, and so on. Now, the job profiles and the top recruiters. If you're joining a job after doing MBA in international business, your positions would be like export managers and executives, international business consultant, then international business development manager, international marketing manager, international finance manager, global business manager, export coordinator, account manager, brand manager, management consultant, marketing manager, project manager, material manager, supply manager, investment banking manager, and so on. Now the top recruiters, the list of the private companies, like you can join both for the private sectors or for the government sectors according to your own wish, or basically according to your capability, not your wish, of course. So the list of the private company recruiters are Merrill Lynch & Co., Deloitte Consulting LLP, Lehman Brothers, JP Morgan Chase & Co., then Goldman Sachs & Co., Citi, Accenture, Johnson & Johnson, Credit Suisse, UBS, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Microsoft, and so on. Now the list of the government recruiters are Reserve Bank Information Technology Private Limited, NLC India Limited, All Airports Services Limited, the National Bank of Agricultural and Rural Development NABARD, the Broadcast Engineering Consultants India Limited, that is BECIL, then Airline Allied Services Limited, that is AASL, then Software Technology Parks of India, that is STPI, National Board of Examination, and even the State Bank of India as well. So I hope I gave you a brief information about this topic. If you want a career in this, visit our website knowmyscholarship.com and register yourself for more information regarding scholarship and admission. Our experts shall of course help. So with this, I would like to end my video. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. And if you have any queries, you can ask in the comment sections too. Thanks for watching.